Hi everybody. Today I'm doing something a little bit different to what I normally do on my channel. Instead of listening to some classic rock, I'm going to be listening to a band that I really like, which is Band of Skulls. This is a band from England, and I I know that I like them. I know this album very well, or I know at least the original release of the album, Baby Darling Dollface Honey, because I got it on CD when it came out like 10 years ago when I was a teenager, and it stayed with me. I love this album. To me, this is an absolute masterpiece. I've even seen this band live. I saw them in Brixton a couple of years ago doing their kind of comeback tour or 10-year anniversary tour or something like that. What I didn't know was that they actually re-released this album with a bonus track on the deluxe edition, I think, which has stunned me all wonderful. This is a track that I've never heard. I listen to this original album all the time. It's like my go-to album on like road trips or something. Hopefully I'll get it again when, after COVID, road trips are more possible, more possible and stuff like that. Let's see how it goes. Let's get into it. It's menacing. Listen to that guitar. The vocals, of course. I've always liked that they make their guitar, they give it a pretty edgy sound quite often, and that's something that I like personally. Now, I haven't heard this sort of electric drum keyboard effect in any of the other tracks. It's kind of So yeah, already I'm feeling this is going to be like an edgy track. It's got menace to it, there's darkness in it. The guitar is, threatening. The singer is kind of a bit haunted sound to it. And there's a weird thing with the sort of drum track, because I know this band. I know that the drums kick ass. And to have them kind of replaced with this like facsimile of drums is it definitely speaks volumes. Let's see. One thing they always do is, or they often do, is having the guitar mirror the lyrics. Now they've got the male and the female singers. I don't know the band members' names, but the male and the female singers, I love this, that they have them interplay in this band is one of the features that I love so much. It reminds me of the White Stripes to an extent. Things like Fleetwood Mac, definitely, where there's interplay between the male and the female voices. Obviously that's rich with meaning. I'll get over you, never wanted me to. It's not that way, it's how it ends. I'll get over you. This feels like a sort of a last track on the album kind of vibe to it. But I know before this there was Cold Fame, I think was the last track on the original release, which I think was excellent. Sort of vibrato in the guitar, it's very haunted. That sort of marching drum. I feel like it's getting louder. The drums are asserting themselves a bit.
I'll take you on my land and steal your heart away. Oh, my love, never doubted you more. Now you're
Stylish.
walking around and you promise
The way that it kind of just spins out. It's nice.
I'll get over you. Never wanted me
Did she
to.
whisper over herself?
It's not that way. It's how it ends. I'm lonely for two. I'm lonely for two.
Far away guitar sounds nice. You hear the fingers moving on the strings. What's that rattling in the background? It sounds like bones, right? Like a skeleton. It's definitely bittersweet. It does feel a bit grown up, you know what I mean? A lot of the other stuff exudes a sort of youthful energy, but this has, it feels like this extra complexity here. And now the drums are center stage. It feels like everything else is accompanying the drums now. Okay, it ended a long outro. I was sitting there in silence wondering if it was finished. It's very unlike a lot of the other music, a lot of the other tracks on this album, which tend to finish with a bang or, you know, a crescendo. But this one feels different. And I don't know what the history of this track is, but now I'm curious to look into it because it does feel a little out of place with the others. In that it doesn't follow the same patterns and sort of musical beliefs that the rest of this album has, which is, you know, that a song should have a certain architecture, and the sort of the philosophy of the songs in this album is that they all tend to start out more easy and then build up progressively. But this one, well, that definitely happened with the drums. But in fact, the opposite was true with everything else. Like, the singer kind of faded out. The guitar is like moved out of the building by the end, is, you know, calling in from another dimension with the effects on it. And then, yeah, interesting. Then just the drums are left. Is that like the heartbeat of the album? That the rhythm is sort of pulsing on, but the melody and the chords, the vocals that sit on top, they're kind of transient. I like that. That's connected with me. Well, so that was a bonus track that I've never heard from one of my all-time favorite albums. What do you think about that? Have you ever heard this album before? I could talk a lot about how much I love all the different tracks on this album, all the different reasons that I like them. Have you ever heard this one? what did you think about it? Because this was news to me. Anyway, if you like my videos, check out some of my other ones. There's links here. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.